Raptors basketball on Sportsnet is brought to you by Ford. Go further. Toronto Raptors in the first of 4 games against the Charlotte Bobcats. And for the Toronto Raptors last night really struggled in the fourth quarter. They allowed 33 points and they gave up 18. The Toronto Raptors, through the first 3 quarters, 26.7 points scoring, and then just 18 in that fourth quarter. And you start to break it down, 10 of the 18 in the fourth quarter. And Leo, what are some of the things that the Raptors need to do to close out games? Because this is a trend that we've seen now early on in the season.
Well, obviously, defensively, you've got to maintain your presence at the defensive end of the floor, which the Raptors did for 3 quarters of the game. Secondly, you can't have a drop-off. Players like Jose Calderon did not take a shot in the fourth quarter. Andrea Bargnani, just 4 points. They are too important to this team to not be an integral part of the offense.
Mr. Sub starting lineups: Kyle Lowry, DeMar DeRozan, Dominic McGuire, Andrea Bargnani, and Jonas Valenciunas. Jose Calderon will come off the bench, 4 double-doubles in the last 5 games. Kemba Walker, his second-year guard out of the University of Connecticut, and Jeffrey Taylor, Michael Gilchrist, Byron Mullins, and the veteran out of the University of North Carolina, Brendan Haywood, the starting 5 for Mike Dunlap. Dwayne Casey, one of the principles that was put in place a season ago, just a tough, hard-nosed, rugged defense. They want to get back to that. You see the number this season, 3-1 in the second game of back-to-backs. They were able to have those defensive principles through the first 3 quarters last night, not in the fourth. Mike Dunlap, it has been a surprise. They've won 5 of their first 9 games. Mike Dunlap spent time with the Denver Nuggets. He has been a longtime college assistant, his first head coaching job at the NBA level. Leo's keys to the game:
contain the ball, especially from perimeter. Raptors struggled with that late in the game last night. Walker, Sessions, Gordon, 3 players you really have to be concerned about. You got to board. Charlotte, 4th and 7th in the NBA in rebounds, 4th in offensive rebounds. Get on the glass. The transition 0-D. Last night, good, 16 fast break points. Bad, giving up 22 fast break points. So you got to balance that out and play well at both ends if you want to be a team that gets out and runs.
Early on in the season, Charlotte tied with Atlanta, 2 games back of Miami in the Southeast Division. Raptors and the Charlotte Bobcats, controlled by the Cats. Taylor swings it. Kemba Walker gives it inside. Mullins trying to body up on Bargnani. DeRozan with a rebound. DeRozan averaging better than 5 rebounds a game. That is 2 more than his career average. And Mullins is going to pick up an early foul. Our 3 officials this evening: Ed Malloy, John Goble with a whistle there, and Violet Palmer.
And actually, this matchup is kind of interesting on the floor right now. Bargnani and Mullins. Mullins becoming more like Bargnani in his game, getting on the perimeter, and a very active, aggressive player to defensively.
DeRozan on the inside. Jonas Valenciunas with the nice touch.
I like the pass. Nice touch, but DeMar DeRozan creating that opportunity for his young center.
Jonas Valenciunas last night didn't play in the fourth quarter as the Philadelphia 76ers went small. This is a Bobcat team that will go small. Kick Gilchrist, and then the offensive rebound and the putback. You got to watch out. They will pressure the ball, and Kemba Walker came up and pressured Lowry.
Well, and you see how active Mullins is. Even though he's a guy that's stepping out to the perimeter, that stretch 4, he still will go inside and crash the glass.
Early season surprise, a kick ball, no call. And it's out of bounds. It'll be Toronto basketball.
DeMar DeRozan, big part of his development has been making his teammates better, man. He's more and more comfortable with seeing the floor. He's not rushing to get his. He's rushing, or I should say, he's just making the right play.
Clock down to 3. And the floater doesn't go, and Mullins is there. They didn't call it kick ball, and so didn't reset to 14. Kemba Walker on a pull-up. Walker, some question, is he a true point guard? Is he a point guard body with a shooting guard mentality? Andrea Bargnani with a sweet finger roll. But he's a guard, is Kemba Walker, and he's a leader, too.
He's a winner. He's won in college.
Didn't win last year.
Well, the environment here was not conducive to winning last year, and it was his first taste of the NBA. Look at Steve Nash's first couple of years in the NBA. He really struggled.
Mullins stretching out to three-point range, and McGuire with the rebound, and Dwayne Casey urging his team to run. Paul Silas, a veteran, was a head coach a season ago, the worst winning percentage in the history of the NBA. Jonas Valenciunas banks it in.
Confidence level. He gets that ball in his hands, and no issue, just knocking that jump shot in.
Wednesday night basketball here in Charlotte. Walker gets caught up with Bargnani. And a 3-second violation, and they're going to turn it over. Now the offensive 3-second violation.
Bargnani, so good when he does this. Attacking the basket, using that first step. And even Mullins is a guy that can be a stretch forward. He's going to have a hard time guarding Bargnani if he looks to be aggressive with the
Clock down to 6. DeRozan tapped out. Here's McGuire controlling it in a recycled shot clock. McGuire up top. Lowry, 13, 7, and 7 assists last night. Played nearly 30 minutes. On the drive, Bargnani with the up-thick Mullins bit. Bargnani took off with a slam dunk.
You know how I feel about a guy like Mullins leaving his feet on a play like that. Just get your hand up and stay down.
Michael Kidd-Gilchrist counted, and a foul. And the foul is going to be charged to Jonas Valenciunas.
Well, Gilchrist is another one of these guys, Matt. He's a winner. Forget his position. Look at his competition level and his mentality when he steps on the floor, like Kemba Walker. And then Andrea Bargnani. This is horrible defense by Mullins. If you get a hand up, you're a 7-footer. Just get a hand up and contain your man.
Kidd-Gilchrist averaging 11.7 points a game. First quarter brought to you by Ford. Go further. DeRozan, season opening, cut off by Haywood. Mullins comes away with it. Kemba Walker. Kidd-Gilchrist back up top. Walker. Raptors by 3. Good solid start. Mullins for the tie. Valenciunas with a rebound. Lowry quickly ahead to DeRozan. DeRozan knocked around by Taylor. Lowry gives it to Bargnani. Bargnani jab step, fade, contact. And he's going to head to the line as Andrea Bargnani. Mullins picks up the foul. That's going to be his second.
And again, pretty good defense that time by Mullins, except for the silly foul at the end of the play. He stayed down this time. He forced Andrea into a tough shot, except he made contact when he absolutely did not need to.
Mullins coming off of a game against Milwaukee at 19 points, 9 rebounds. And checking in as Bargnani makes the first one is Hakeem Warwick. He was traded for Matt Carroll. Matt Carroll never actually jumped on a plane to go to New Orleans. He was bought out yesterday by the New Orleans Hornets. And Bargnani able to get both. Andrea last night 0-2 from the foul line. That really came back to cost the Toronto Raptors in the fourth quarter. They got in the bonus at the 8:13 mark. Then it took them 4 minutes to get back to the free throw line. Taylor with a runner. Offensive rebound with a putback.
Quick jump right there. Taylor was the first one up. No sooner than that ball came off the rim, he was right back up to finish it.
Raptors lead by 3. Here's Lowry. Haywood slaps at it. Entry pass down low. On a post-up, Bargnani.
I like what I'm seeing from Andrea early, Matt. You know, inside, outside, just being active. But this has to continue on throughout the game.
As 8 of the 12, Kemba Walker. Little Big East battle here. Lowry and Walker.
Villanova, UConn going head to head.
He got hung up by Ward. And Lowry wanted to call. It was a kick call, and so out of bounds, Kid Gilchrist will inbound it. Of course, Kemba Walker still had one of the great Big East Conference tournament runs at Madison Square Garden. Winning 5 straight.
And followed up with an NCAA run. So,
yes,
you know, unparalleled, really.
McGuire, and he's stripped, loses it.
You know, and that's why when you look at Kemba Walker, the guy's a winner. And when you talk about a combo guard, look at Chauncey Billups. He won an NBA championship with Detroit. And nobody knew what position he was until finally Larry Brown said, hey, he can fly. He can run my team. And he can score.
Bargnani. Shot was altered. Deflected. On the inside, killed Gilchrist, and a foul on Dominic McGuire.
You know, that's something I believe is underrated. And I saw that at Kentucky last year. Gilchrist, the way he handles the ball, he brings it up, he's under control. But once he gets in the paint, he is strong. He will elevate, surprise you, get into you, and finish.
Second overall. Of course, Kentucky won the title, averaging just under 12 points through the first 9 games, and has 4 points. And now 5 points. He's 3 of 3 from the free throw line. Dominic McGuire, former Charlotte Bobcat, played for them during the 2010-2011 season. Lowry hooks up DeRozan.
Great pass. Right on the money.
This is the perfect pace for a Raptor team that's on the second night of a back-to-back right now.
No slow start, and that's the key. You want to get your pace and continue to play the way you want to play. And the Raptors, for some reason, as we talked about off the top, second game of back-to-back has been special for them.
Valenciunas with the rebound. DeRozan sends it to Valenciunas. Lowry's attempted just one shot, gives it to Valenciunas. Valenciunas goes in and reaches in, and a loose ball foul. A little bit too active there for Jonas, and he just picked up his second.
But he gets that foul, but man, he shot at the elbow, and he was right there at the rim to follow up his own miss. That tells you how active and aggressive he can be. And how about this pass? Great pass, and I'll tell you what, DeRozan, he gets up. That was an extra. He just floated to the rim.
Last night, Jonas Valanciunas did the unimaginable. He didn't pick up a foul. And I say that because he's like tonight, early foul trouble. That has certainly been a cause of concern. Understandable. Well, yeah, understandable. You're a 20-year-old center. You're a rookie. Kid Gilchrist to Walker. Walker using the Haywood screen. The veteran out of North Carolina. Walker with a clock to 3. Here's Kid Gilchrist. Triggers it. Shot doesn't go. Tapped out. Controlled by Lowry. Lowry sends it now to DeRozan. Raptors 6 of 11. Charlotte 3 of 11. McGuire backing down on a post-up. And Kid Gilchrist, a rookie, commits a foul.
Nice move. I like that. McGuire going at the rookie, using his body, drawing the foul.
Raptors lead by 5.